Hello everyone, this is Dave Teacher. 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정 부탁드릴게요. 자, 이제 본격적으로 수업 시작해 봅시다.
People say, let's go green. What does that mean? Do it on, eco-friendly way. Do you understand? So everybody, eco-friendly way. If I say, let's save the Earth, save the planet from, from getting polluted by the human activities. Like we pollute the Earth, we pollute the environment by burning fossil fuels. Okay, so we let carbon dioxide, enter the atmosphere, and then we create the greenhouse gases. Right, so the temperature of the atmosphere rises every single day. This is really bad. So when someone says, "Let's go green," that means let's do it in an eco-friendly way. Understand? Yes. So everybody, go green. Go green. Like eco-friendly or environmentally friendly. Please write this word. This is very, very important. It's more important than ever lately, okay? Why is it so important to all of us? Because we don't do something right now until it is too late. You guys will suffer. You guys will suffer from the consequences. All right? So it has to be done immediately. So, what can farmers do? What can we do to reduce the waste? All right, waste dumped into the atmosphere, dumped into the nature. What can we do? We can do the aquaponics. All right, so this is part of the science project. It's called home aquaponics. All right?
Yes.
Good. So everybody, what are you reading?
What are you reading?
Yeah, Jennifer says something to Eric. Eric, what are you reading? Eric says, I'm reading an article about aquaponics. What is an article? Article is something you might read in a newspaper. Okay? So I can tell you the meaning of the word article in Korean. It's 신문기사. Okay? Do you sometimes read news articles?
No.
You don't read the news articles. Miju? Do you sometimes read news articles? No. Miju, do you sometimes read books?
Yes.
Good. What's your favorite type of book? So, Eric is reading an article. It's a news article about aquaponics. What is aquaponics? Aquaponics is actually a way, so everybody, way. In other word, method. Okay? Method. It's another method. It's a kind of method of what? Of growing plants. Growing plants without soil. Without means with no something. Without soil. Hey, it's not easy to imagine somebody grows plants without soil. Can you imagine that? It's not easy, right? It's not common. It's not common for a farmer or for a person, to grow plants without soil. Because planting plants in the soil is the most common way to grow plants.
Yes.
Right? Good. So, but this is a way of growing plants without water. But with what? Actually, with water. With water. We can also grow plants and raise fish in just one system. In one system, you can do both. What? In one system or one way, we can do two things. You can do two things. All right? One of them is to grow plants, and the other is to raise fish. This is quite eco-friendly. Eco-friendly. Yeah, this is very, very eco-friendly. Let's go back to the story. Here we go. Jennifer says, is it possible? Is that possible? Right? All right. Can we do it? And Eric says, we'll see. Somebody, we'll see. It's like we will see if it is possible. Come on, please write it down. Please write it down. When someone says in this time, in this context, we'll see, that means we will see if it is possible. Okay? So here, if means 인지 아닌지. If it is possible, why not? We'll see about that. We'll see. I am going to try it. I'm going to try the aquaponics. Where? At home. Aquaponics. Hey guys, try to say whatever I say, right? Here we go. When we use be going to infinitive, be going to, this pattern drill, that means we want to say something that we have specific plan. Okay? What is a specific plan? That's right. Specific plan means 구체적 계획. Right? So you have this plan, like thoroughly planned, thoroughly prepared. Then you can say, I am going to do something else. You understand?
Yeah.
So when someone says, I'm going to do blah blah blah, that means that person has been preparing for that event, that activity, with specific plans, specific details. Like so 확정 미래. Definitely that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen no matter what. At least that's what the person says. That's what the person believes. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try aquaponics. Where? At home. Why? Because it is the Eric's science project. Okay, fish, bacteria, plant are the main parts of the aquaponics. So everybody, fish, bacteria, and plants are the main parts of aquaponics. Guys, you got to be careful with this. Fish, fish. This is a singular. This is a plural. Right? Very careful. Very, very careful. And then what about bacteria? Bacteria? It actually, this is a 복수. It's a possible quiz or problem you may see on the test sheet, I guess. So bacteria must be plural in this context. 이 글의 맥락에서는 are main parts of the aquaponics. So you need them. Fish, bacteria, plants. Alright, here we go. After you feed the fish, alright, and they produce waste. The fish, they, okay, they, this is a plural. This is plural. Anybody can tell me what it means to produce in Korean? That's right. Or 생성하다, generate. MJ, Uli, waste, is it singular or is it plural? 단수 or 복수? This is 단수. Why? Why it should be 단수 all the time? All the time. Not a chance. All the time. You know what? Waste is considered plural. That's not a chance. Not a chance. Always it has to be singular. Because it is uncountable noun. It's uncountable noun. Which means you never say a waste. No. Which means you never say wastes. No. It has to be waste. Right? All the time. No matter what. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Can we say a waste? No. Can we say wastes? No. So they produce waste. And then what does this mean? Waste here.
쓰레기.
No, it's a 배설물. Feces. Feces. Who generate waste? The fish. Why? Hey, you eat food, what happens? You produce waste. Urine or feces, like a dung. Right? So the fish are not the exception. The waste is turned into food for the plants by bacteria. This is very, very important. This is a passive voice. Passive voice. What does that mean? Passive voice. 수, 동, 태. Very important. What about the active voice? 능동태 적어보자. 능동태. Bacteria. Turn the waste into food for the plants. Yes. Yes. Please. I like this. I think this is critical. Very important. Bacteria, this is a subject. Turn, this is a verb. The waste, this is an object. So, bacteria turns waste into food for the plants. Now, it's time for us to change the form of the sentence, the active voice sentence, into the passive voice one. The waste is turned into food, meaning in Korean, 양분, for the plants by bacteria. But originally, the original sentence looks this way. Bacteria turn the waste into food for the plants. So we get to know bacteria has the ability to create food for the plants. Now you understand, right?
Yeah.
How it works. And the plants clean the water. The plants clean the water, like a purify. Purify. Miju. Can you guess what that means, purify in Korean? Purify. 정화 시키다. The plants. Wow. Has anyone heard the lotus plant? Lotus plants also purify water in a pond. Has anyone heard of this thing?
No.
What is a lotus plant? Like a 연꽃, 연식물, 연꽃 식물. Okay? 정화해 물을 어디에 있는 연못. 그런 게 비슷한 원리인 거죠. Yeah, the underlying principle of this process is very similar to the very sentence I just wrote for you guys. Lotus plants purify water in the pond. So you you place lotus plants in a pond, you don't have to do anything to purify water there, because everything, you know, just happens as a Mother Nature commands. So lotus plants have that kind of function, that kind of ability to turn dirty water to clean water. So bacteria do that job. So plants clean the water by what? By consuming the food. So everybody consume. Consume has two different meanings, majorly, meaning 소비하다. And the other is 먹다 or 마시다. Don't you guys say this expression 음식 소비, right? The food consumption. So consume can refer to the action of eating or the action of drinking. So consume can be used to replace eat or drink. So the plants clean the water by consuming the food. Do you understand? Do you understand? What's the food? The food is actually from the waste of the fish, like a 물고기똥. You get it? Good. 그래서 this process is repeated over and over, again and again. Okay? This process, this procedure, that means 절차, is repeated over and over, again and again, or over and again. So, fish fed by human, waste, right? And this waste turned into what? Food for plants. And then what do plants do? They purify the dirty water by eating the waste. This is how the process goes. All right. So who is going to try to do the aquaponics, the system? Who's going to try the system? Jennifer is going to try the system? No. Miju, who do you think is going to try it? Eric is going to try it. All right. So what is Eric now reading? He's reading an article. Article from the newspaper, right? What is this article about? So everybody, it's about aquaponics. Why aquaponics so special? Because it is eco-friendly. Because it is environmentally friendly. Splendid. Okay. And what can we do with aquaponics system? What can we do the aquaponics system? We can do two things. We can grow plants. At the same time, we can raise fish. So everybody, we can grow plants, and at the same time, we can raise fish. All right, this is like a one stone, two birds system. What is that? One stone, two birds. That is correct. One bird, two stone. I'm sorry. One stone, two birds. All right. Can we just do it in? We only can do it in a science lab, or can we do it at home too?
At home too.
We can try it at home too. Okay. What do we need? Tell me three major elements of this system. We need fish, bacteria, and plants. Good. All right. what is this the major mechanism of this system? Let's talk about how it works. Hey, what do you feed? You feed what? You feed the fish, right?
Yes.
What is this the result of feeding? Naturally, fish that are fat should produce waste. Okay? All right? You eat, you poop. You eat,
You eat.
you urinate. Urinate means 소변하다. All right? But the special thing about this system is it allows the waste to be turned into food plant, okay? So what does the role? What play the role of turning waste into food? Miju. What does the role, 역할, of turning the waste into food? Yes. Yes, everybody. Bacteria
Bacteria.
play
Play.
the role
Role.
of turning
Turning.
the waste
Waste.
into food
Into food.
for the plants.
For the plant.
Try it again. Bacteria
Bacteria.
play
Play.
the role.
The role.
Play the role.
Play the role.
Play the role.
Play the role.
역할에 of
Of
무슨 역할? Turning
turning
the waste
the waste
into food.
into food.
배설물을 양분으로 만들어.
Yes.
Okay? For the plant. Okay?
Yes.
Then what is the function? 기능, what's the function of the plants then? They
They
purify
purify
the water.
the water.
How?
By eating
How?
the waste.
By eating
The
the waste. Good. By consuming the waste. By eating the waste. Okay? Hey, does this process happen just once or it happens over and over?
over and over.
Yes, it happens over and over. Do you understand?
Yes.
Why is aquaponics good? I told you aquaponics is kind of eco-friendly system. What is it? It is an eco-friendly
System.
system. Hey, why do we need to use more eco-friendly systems? Why do we have to do that?
Environment.
Yeah, for
Protect.
to protect our environment, to maintain its beauty. All right, we need to keep it safe, keep it sound for our next generations, like your children and your children's children, or your children's grandchildren, like that. So we are actually supposed to use more and more eco-friendly system for our environment. In that sense, aquaponics is pretty good. And why is it good? Why is it so good? Let's get to know why it is very good for protecting our environment. Here we go. What's the period means in Korean? 기간. Is that right? So May 15 to August 15. How long did it take?
3 months.
It took 3 months. To do what? It took 3 months to conduct the experiment. All right, please write this down in English. You know what? I actually will send you the Korean version, like a mixing, like the Korean English, like mixed the version of it. I will let you have it, have the link later. But today, let's stick to this English only explanation. Let's stick to it today. So it took 3 months to conduct the experiments. Everybody, conduct.
Conduct.
It means 행하다.
수행하다.
That is right. And the experiments, as you have already known, 실험. So to conduct the experiment, this speaker, this guy, like spent 3 months. All right, good. Materials are, that means the ingredients.
Yeah.
재료.
재료.
Ingredients. 자재 or 재료들. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need, guys? Yes, what do we need? We need a pot. This is a pot. Hey, what do you do with a pot? You plant
Put it.
a plant, like a flower, is it? Like pot, like clay pot.
화분?
Yes, 화분. That's,
그 베이스.
no, that vase is a 화병. It's a little different. And the small stones are small rocks, like a pebbles. Guys, what, do you know what pebbles are?
I don't know what it is.
Good. So everybody, pebbles.
Pebbles.
It means 조약돌.
조약돌.
Like a black ones, gray ones, and white ones, right? So pebbles. Mostly, people put pebbles in their fish tanks. Fish tanks, pebbles. Yeah, and small stones, a fish tank. Like a huge one. No, you don't have to get a huge one like this. But this fish tank has to come with what? The lead. So everybody, lead.
Lead.
What is lead? This is a lead. Yeah, this fish tank has to be coming with a lead on it.
Tank.
Lead, 뚜껑.
A fish tank.
Fish tank. This is a fish tank, but this fish tank has to come with a lead.
뚜껑.
Yeah. Guys, what is it? What is it?
Pot lead.
Yep, the lead for a pot. Good. So lead. You guys know what it is now. So you need to get a fish tank with a lead. With the lid. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, what about the color? Is it black or what?
White.
No, it's not
Oh,
white.
good too.
Yes, what is that? It has to be
Transportation.
no, transparent.
Transparent.
So everybody transparent.
My parents.
You can see through. You can see through. You need to see it. What's in there? Right? So it has to be transparent. Like a crystal clear. Let's go, guys. And a plastic tube.
Plastic tube.
It also, what?
Transparent.
It has to be transparent too. And water pump. Okay, this pump is connected to the plastic tube.
Yeah.
And plants, which will go there. Some fish and paper, like the what is it? Box cutter, like a katakar.
Yeah.
And we need clay.
하루.
Why do we need clay? We need clay to put the pots in place.
Yeah.
Okay, like we need to fix it, fix the pot.
Yeah.
All right, step. What does a step mean?
단계.
That is right. 단계들. In English, there's another word. It's like a synonym. Procedure. Procedures. Like this 까리까리. 까리한다는 procedures. Procedures.
Seizure.
No, procedures. I'm not talking about a seizure for cutting things, right? The procedures. So I made holes.
Yeah.
I made holes. Where? In the bottom of a pot. This is a, right? This is a pot. Where? Here. You make holes. Why do we do it? Later on, you will pour water there. And the water will come through the pot. So the water goes through these holes into the fish tank. So you need holes. 구멍을 만들어.
Yeah.
Where? In the bottom. In the bottom of a pot. You get it? Let me be clear. Sure. So this is a pot, right? So you make holes here. Okay? Good. And next what? Then I put small stones and plants in it. Okay, what does a put mean here? Place. It means 두다. What do you place? Small stones. Okay, you place, like you put the small stone here, all right? And what else do you add? On top of it, you plant, you put some plants here. You get it?
Yeah, I
Plant.
got it.
Yes, plants.
I got it.
Good. And it will look that way. First of all, you make holes in the bottom of the pot, and then you put small stones in the pot and plants too. Okay? And next, I made a big hole in the lid of the fish tank, like that. Big hole in the lid. Big hole in the lid. 뚜껑에. Big. All right? Get it? Here, big hole. And why do you do that? Because you will put the pot in the fish tank lid. Okay? You put the pot in the hole of the lid of the fish tank. You understand?
Yeah.
You put the hole, 구멍, you made a big hole in the lid right there, and you are supposed to put what? The pot in the hole. You get it?
Yeah. I got
And next,
it.
you fixed
Step 3.
the pot in place, 제자리에. With what? You need to put
Clay.
clays. Here. Don't get confused. This is not feces. It's not dung.
And that don't.
It's clay.
I got it.
Okay? In place, 제자리에 팟을 고정시켜. And then I made another hole here in the lid, right?
Yeah.
And you put what? A
Good. Water tube.
tube. The plastic tube right here. Okay, you made how many holes on the lid? There are 2 holes, big one and the small one. Get it?
Yeah.
And I made another hole in the lid and put a tube through it. 통에, 그 구멍을 통해. Then what do you do then? You put a water pump here. You guys connect this pipe to the water pump. Then what might happen later on? The water goes
Connected.
up into the tube, and then it goes to the pot. Later on, it comes through, the spaces in the lid. The plants are there, so it's not that fast, the whole process. And then it comes through the small holes of the bottom of the pot, and finally it will, reach or arrives on the surface of water in the fish tank like that. Okay, I made another hole in the lid and I put a tube through it, and I put the water pump in the fish tank. And I used the tube. Why? To connect the pump to the pot. Okay? Here the pot. It is fixed. And you made another hole. And this is connected to what? The water pump. And then the pipe, the tube goes in the what? The pot. Okay? So I used the tube to connect the pump connect to the pot. The pot and the pump are connected. So everybody, the pot and the pump are connected through the tube. Okay. Hey, but the pump is in the water. All right?
Yeah.
Good. And I filled the fish tank with water and put some fish in it. All right? And then what? I turned on the pump. Okay? You turned the pump. And the result. So everybody, result. Result. What does that mean? It means 실험의 결과. All right. From this experiment, I already told you what it means. I grew my plants and raised fish with aquaponics. Okay? So we have a first 과거 동사 and we have a second 과거 동사. What kind of relationship is it? That's right. This is parallel. 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 That means the part of speech has to be, the parts of speech have to be the same. So from this experiment, what were you able to do? You were able to grow your plants and you were able to raise fish with aquaponics. Like a what? One stone? One stone, two birds. Okay? You threw one stone and you get two birds. That is right. That is right. That's like Korean, what's this, like a maxim or a Korean proverb? 속담? Good. So everybody, I just fed the fish. This is a past tense for feed, 먹이다. Fed the fish, but the plants have grown. Wow. How long? 17 centimeters.
Yeah?
How long? In how long? In 3 months. 17 centimeters. Wow. That's quite long. Guys, what tense is it? Present perfect tense. 현재 완료. Okay? Present perfect tense. You know what? There are 4 different uses. 용법 4가지. 미주, what kind of 용법 is it? Is it 완료? Is it 경험? Is it 결과? Is it 계속? Yeah, good job. How do you like identify the specific specific usage? 어떻게 용법을 구분해요? 땡땡 해서 땡땡 하게 되다. Specific. Okay? So I just fed the fish and the plants have grown 17 centimeters in 3 months. Such a short time. But you know, the growth of the plants isn't the surprising factor. So another surprising factor is what? That the fish stayed healthy. All right? So everybody stay. Stay, and that sentence is 이형식 동사. It always followed by adjectives. 형용사. Okay? So stay means 유지하다. 건강을 유지하다. And the water is clean all the time. All the time. The fish stay healthy and the water is clean. And what? What about the plants? Plants have grown 17 centimeters in such a short time. Like it only took 3 months for us to see that growth, which is really, really amazing. So everybody, conclusion. 결론. It's not a 결과, but 결론. It's like a personal perspective, personal ideas, personal thoughts over this experiment. So some important things about aquaponics. 여러분 이거 수일치 어디야 돼요? 여기 하셔야 돼요. 왜요? 이거는 수식해 주는 거거든요. 주어가 plural, 복수 주어. 그러니까 동사 어떤 동사? 복수 동사가 온 거죠. 맞죠? 그래서 어떻게 해석하죠? 여러분, 아쿠아포닉스에 대한 중요한 것들을 배웠다, 학습되었다. 학습되었다. 왜 이렇게 수동태가 되어야 하나요? 중요한 것들은 물이기 때문에 학습을 시켜주는 게 아니라 우리가 학습되어지는 거죠. Alright? So some important things about aquaponics were learned from what? This experiment. 이 실험을 통해서 중요한 몇 가지 aquaponics에 대한 사실을 알게 됐어요. 자, 같이 읽어볼까요? First,
First,
water
water
is saved.
is saved.
물은 아끼나요? 아껴지나요?
아껴져요.
그러면 어떤 해석이 되나요? 절약된다. 수동태죠? 오케이? 맞아요? Water is saved.
Water is saved.
Water is saved.
Water is saved.
Why? 이건 because는 뭡니까? 이거 접속사예요. 접속사라는 것은 뒤에 구가 오나요? 절이 오나요?
절이요.
맞아요. 절이옵니다. 동사와 주어 동사의 합인 절이어야 돼요. The plants. So everybody, the plants. 식물들은요, don't need 뭐야? 필요가 없어. water, ring이 되면 물주기요, 물주기. 동명사로 생각하면 돼요. 물주기가 필요하지 않아요. 왜요? 한 번 주면 오랫동안 reuse 한 거, reuse. So everybody reuse. What is a reuse?
재사용.
맞아요. 재사용하고 심지어 물은 깨끗해요. 자, 두 번째, second.
Second,
It is good for.
is
be good for 무슨 말이야? be good for. 뭐뭐에? 좋다는 거예요. It is good for. The environment. 어디 좋아요? 어디 좋아요? 환경에 좋다는 거야. environment. 자, because 뭐예요? 접속사. 뒤에 뭐가 나오죠? 주어, 동사 나와요. 왜 환경이 좋을까요? 미주. 왜 환경이 좋죠? No chemicals. 여러분, no chemicals 뜻이 뭐야?
화학.
자, 여기 적으세요. no 명사, 동사 이렇게 되면 무슨 뜻이가? 그 어떤 명사도 동사하지 않아. 무슨 말 알겠어요? 그러니까 no chemicals are used means do we need chemicals to like boost the growth of the plant? Do we need chemicals? 우리가 화학 물질이 필요해요?
No.
아니죠. 따라 읽어보면 그 어떤
그 어떤
화학 물질도 사용되지 않는다. 그래서 no blah 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 are used 되면 어떻게 해석하는 게 맞나요? 그 어떤 땡땡도 맞아요. 사용되지 않는다. No chemicals
no chemical
are used.
are used.
No chemicals are used. 어떠한 화학물질도 사용되지 않아요. 보통 이때 쓰는 화학물질 뭔지 알아요? 식물을 성장할 때 필요한 화학물질.
스테로이드.
Not steroid. It is actually
Nature.
fertilizer. Everybody, fertilizer.
그 농약.
Fertilizer. It's actually 비료.
말했지. 농약에는
농약에 속하기도 하죠. 비료가. 비료에 농약이 농약이 속한 거죠. Fertilizers. So you don't need chemical substances. You don't need chemical fertilizers for the plants. 왜요? 물고기에 산 그 웨이스트가 뭐예요? 물고기의 웨이스트.
영양분.
배설물을 뭐로 바꾼다? 식물의 양분, food로 turned into. 그렇죠. 기억합니까? 읽어볼까요? Waste
Waste
is
is
turned
turned
into
into
food.
food.
이게 중요한 겁니다.
A is turned into food.
That is right. A is turned into B. 우리 그 물고기가 싸지르는 배설물은 우리 플랜트의 양분이 되는 거죠. 자, 그다음 finally 마침내 finally
마침.
you can do aquaponics.
Aquaponics.
You can do aquaponics.
You can do it. Aquaponics.
You can do aquaponics.
You can do
Anywhere 뭐야? 어디서나 aquaponics를 할 수 있다는 거야. 그러니까 장소에 구애받지 않는다. Like you don't need like a huge chunk of land, like a rice field or crop fields. You don't need any of them. You just need a small space. 왜냐하면 it doesn't need 뭐가 필요하잖아요. Much space. 여러분 스페이스가 가산일까요? 불가산일까요?
예, 불가산했기 때문에 어떤 게 왔죠? much가 왔어요. much는 반드시 불가산 명사와 옵니다.
many가 가사입니다.
그렇죠.
이제
여러분 물을 many water 하지 않죠?
much
왜요? 물은 불가산이기 때문에. 많은 돈은 영어로 뭐랍니까? much money라 하잖아요. 왜 many money 하잖아. money는 셀 수 없으니까. 우리 미주가 너무나도 명확한 말을 선생님한테 이 텔레파시 보냈어요. 돈은 여러분 뭐로 따집니까? 가치죠. 여러분 돈을 셀 수 있다는 것은 돈의 가치를 세는 게 아니라 뭐요? 그 돈의 가치가 매겨진 지폐의 개수를 세는 거야. 그렇죠? 그래서 이게 새겨져 있는 10,000원이라는 돈은 이것은 가치를 말하는 거지 숫자를 말하는 건 아닙니다. 그러니까 개수를 말하는 게 아니에요. 그러니까 돈을 셀 수가 없다. 예를 들어서 여러분 10,000원이라는 돈을요. 여러분 보세요. 10,000원의 돈을 5,000으로 나눌 수 있어 없어요? 있죠. 그러니까 이 10,000원의 돈을 두 가지 또 다른 돈의 단위로 바꿀 수 있잖아. 이는 나눠서 쓸 수 있다. 따라 얘기해 볼까? 나눠서 쓸 수 있다. 나눠서 쓸 수 있다. 그러면 그게 가산이 아닌 겁니다. 불가산인 겁니다. 여러분 자동차를 둘로 나눠 보세요. 쓸 수 있어요, 없어요?
있어요. 스키드보드를 탈 수 있죠.
자, 아니에요. 자동차는 셀 수 있어요. 그래서 나누면 쓸 수 없는 거죠. 자, 해봐. Find out. 그렇죠. Find out. 근데 이 과거형이 found out인데요. 알아내다. 그렇죠. 따라봐. Figure out.
Figure out.
맞아요. Figure out, found out가 되는 거예요. 뭘 알아냈다고요? 자, 읽어볼까요? Some farmers
Some farmers
use aquaponics.
use aquaponics.
예, 어떤 농부들은 뭘 사용해요? aquaponics를 사용해요. 뭐 하기 위해서? 생산하기 위해. 뭘 생산해요? vegetable. 야채를 생산하기 위해서. 그리고 뭐를 키운다고요? raise fish. 그러면 우리가 저기 보세요. crop이라는 동사 알아요? 명사도 되고. 예, 곡식 같은 거를 재배하다 의미잖아요. 그러면 재배하다는 의미를 할 때는 뭐도 될 수 있어? 하나는 produce도 되고 또 하나는 grow도 되는데요. 하나 더 있어요. 저거 이건 고등학교 갔을 때 공부해야 될 단어입니다. 자, 읽어봐. cultivate. cultivate도 뭔가를 배양하다, 어떤 거를 재배하다 이런 의미를 가지고 있습니다. 오케이? 자, produce, grow, and cultivate. 자, 그래서 어떻게 물고기를 막기 위해서 키우고 야채를 재배하기 위해 아쿠아포닉스를 사용을 합니다. 누가? 어떤 농부들이 그걸 알아냈대. 자, 그럼 농부들은 왜 그걸 고른대? choose가 뭐예요, 여러분? 선택하다, 고르다 말이죠. 왜 아쿠아포닉스를 선택할까요? 이유가 나옵니다. 읽어볼까요? Because it is far easier. 맞아요. 여러분, easy라는 건 형용사죠. 얘를 비교급으로 바꾸면 어때요? easy어가 돼요. easier. 근데 왜 굳이 여기다 far를 집어넣었을까요? 바로 비교급 수직함수. easy peasy. much easier, still easier, even easier, far easier, a lot easier. 전부 다 비교급 강조하는 겁니다. 뭐보다 쉽다고요? traditional gardening. 뭡니까? 전통적인 gardening보다 훨씬 쉬운 거죠. also 또한 it is much more productive. 자, 우리 productive라는 단어가 뭘까요?
저 알아요. 제품.
생산적이라는 뜻입니다. 우리 produce라는 단어가 뭐죠? 생산하다잖아요. 여기서 금방 말했던 product라는 제품도 있고 productive라는 뭐도 있다? 형용사도 돼요. 그 뜻은요, 생산적이다 말이에요. 그런데 어떻게 생산적이다? 바로 더 생산적이다. 그런데 뭐까지 또 듣는 거야? 훨씬 더 생산적이다. 아까 훨씬 더 쉽다고 그랬죠. 뭐보다? 전통적인 우리 가꾸기, 전통적인 재배 방법보다 아쿠아포닉스는 훨씬 더 쉽고 또 뭐야? 아쿠아포닉스는 훨씬 더 효과적이고 생산적인 방법이라는 겁니다. 이 way는 길이 아니라 방법이라는 뜻입니다. 어떤 방법? 바로 이런 식량을 재배하는 훨씬 더 많이 생산적인 방법이라는 거죠. 자, the plant. 왜 그러냐면 식물들은 어떻게 자라? 어떻게 자라? 훨씬 더 빨리. 이것도 비교급 강조. 여러분 비교급 강조 몇 개야? 여기 하나 있고 여기 하나 있고 또 여기도 있죠. far, much, much 세 개가 나왔네요. 비교급을 강조하는 겁니다. 여러분 아쿠아포닉스 즉 물속에서 저렇게 자라는 식물들이 훨씬 더 빨리 자란대. 누구보다? 적으세요. 토양 속 식물들. 이 아쿠아포닉스처럼 물속에서 그렇게 자라는 식물들이 토양에서 자라는 식물들보다 훨씬 더 빨리 자란다고 합니다. 오케이? 그러다 보니 어때요? 그리고 공간을 아낀다. 아까 공간을 아낀다 말이죠. 절약하다. 세이브는 절약하다잖아요. 뭘 절약한다고? 공간을 절약합니다. 자, 이제 저자가 마지막으로 이런 희망의 메시지를 던지고 글을 마무리합니다. 자, I hope that 이 명의 대시 빠져 있어요. 왜? 목적으로 이끌 때는 목적으로 쓰일 때는 빠질 수가 있습니다. 자, 뭘 희망하다. 자, 읽어봅시다. More food is produced. 더 많은 음식이 생산되어지는 것. 수동태죠. 더 많은 식량이 만들어지기를 희망해 봅니다. 어떤 방식으로? 바로 아쿠아포닉스와 같은 이러한 방식으로. 언제? 미래에. 왜 그렇게 해야만 하나요? 이것은 누구에게? 우리 인간에게 건강에 좋고 또 어디요? 환경에게도 좋은 거죠. 그래서 누구에게도 좋고 for us, 우리에게 또는 for the environment, 환경에도 좋은 게 되는 거죠.